Hey guys, welcome back, and this video is being done on the 4th of July here in the United States, so I hope that everybody is having a safe and fun 4th of July. It is hot as hell here in North Carolina, that's for sure. But, getting a lot of work done, and then the family will be by later. Gonna have a little bit of burgers and hot dogs and watermelon, and maybe take a break after the last couple of weeks. It's been so busy. So I wanted to do a quick video just to thank everybody that has been sending in feedback and reviews from Casino Diversification Toolbox. We took on so much here, probably a little too much with this launch and all the work that we did on this massive course, right at the same time that we are now working very hard on our rebrand, which you're going to hear about in the next couple of days, the new website, and so much more. We're very, very close to introducing the new website and everything, so hang tight. That'll happen in another video when we know that everything is working properly. But what I wanted to do today was a couple of things. First, I picked two of the reviews or feedback from a couple of people that bought Casino Diversification Toolbox. And I thought some of you that haven't gotten involved yet, maybe you'd want to hear from some of the people that have, some of our early people that bought the brand new Casino Diversification Toolbox Module 1. So here we go. So this one is from a guy, Sean, who really does a great job testing stuff. He's very detailed, this guy. And even he said that he learned stuff that he never really thought about in the way that we're teaching it. So here's his email that he sent. Jack, you pack so much stuff into the new course. As always, I wanted to thank you for the time and commitment you put into all the videos, presentation, and content. I have already changed my entire approach to strategy, evaluation, and testing after watching just a few videos in. Everything clicked. My mindset was definitely not correct in making decisions to use or not use some of your past systems. It's now taking me time to go back and reevaluate. I realize that now and will be treating each new strategy in more of an R&D business type of format. Right now, I'm building out my personal casino toolbox for baccarat and craps. I hope to have 3 to 4 top-tier strategies in each after all the testing is completed, and then maybe an additional 3 strategies in the tier 2 for each one of the games. You made this difficult by giving us all this new stuff, strategies, spreadsheets, and new money management in the course. You're giving me a lot to think about. I already know that the Baccarat 32 Revisited will definitely be a top go-to strategy, along with what I've been using for the last few months, Even Money Cycler, which keeps churning out money for me. The eye-opener is the Lay Magic Craps system and tool. Using the special indicator you put in is pure gold. I go live with that system next week at the Hard Rock in Tampa. In testing, I have had 42 winning sessions, and only one of them did I cut short with a small loss. Absolutely crazy. I will let you know how things are going real soon. Keep the magic coming, my friend. Signed, Sean W. Pretty awesome. Here's another one. This one's from Harvey. Shout out to Harvey, as always. Hey, buddy, I really don't know where you get this shit. The business and mindset stuff is worth 10 times the cost of the package. It's all in the organization and psychology. You just nailed that stuff in these videos. Small wins, building a bankroll, and keeping it all on spreadsheets. I have extensively tested the new Lay Magic Bubble Craps, and it may possibly be the most fun I have ever had using a system in this game. The math behind it and the conservative money progressions are rock solid. I want to build this up so that I can play it at the black chip level. I think I can safely get there probably within the next 45 to 60 days, even though I'm only starting at the $10 level. I am taking it super slow and building my bankroll with profits. And I'm only able to play right now about 3 days a week. Next up is the Baccarat Revisited testing simulations. I know how many months you kept going back to the drawing board after that first version from YouTube. I told you all the way back then that my bet was that you guys would figure out the right formula. And from what I've seen so far, you certainly did it. Safe to say that my crazy day trading BS is over. This is so much better than the guessing game junk that I was doing in the markets every morning. Glad we were introduced, and I will continue to shout your praise to anyone looking for a legitimate business. My best, Harvey T. And this is why I do this, guys. This is the reason why. Because every single person that I can get the light bulb moment on, that I can just reach that one person, that I can get them on the right path to something that's going to generate legitimate income, along with all the other benefits of being involved with this industry. You know, the free cruises, the free hotels, the free food, everything else that we get with comps in all these places. It's just icing on the cake. It's crazy. All right, so the last thing I wanted to tell you about so that this video doesn't get too long is that I took a course over the last week. Yeah, like I had the time, right? But the little bit of time I had left with everything else, I put in a few hours a day. And it was a mindset business course from some people that are simply crushing it in another area, not in the casino area. And there were so many things in that course that I felt like I should bring to you guys. So I'm going to start little at a time, bringing in those concepts from that world over to our world. But today I wanted to share one quick thing with you. Here's the deal. You know, so many of you, it's a mindset thing, you know, figuring out what's working. And the problem with figuring out what's working and what goes into your toolbox for strategies, the problem is many of you are not even looking at it correctly. You don't even have the right definition of what is winning and what is working. And one of the things that they talked about in this course that I took that was really interesting is leading versus lag indicators. Now, that sounds like a trading thing because that's what we use in trading, right? Indicators. But that's not really what they were talking about. They were talking about the business sense of following a routine. And it was amazing because when I heard this concept, it was exactly what I hear from you guys. So some of you will rush to the latest shiny object strategy, whether it's from me or from anybody else. And they quickly run to the casino and they try it, or they use Wizard as a simulator and they do 20 minutes, an hour, you know, and they instantly make a decision whether something is working or not working. Well, with this leading indicator versus lag indicator, it's really fascinating because it teaches you the right mindset of how to look at the routine, how to build the business. So in our situation, you guys running to Wizard and testing something out for 15 minutes and not getting the result that you want. That is the leading indicator, which means that it's what you're doing right now. And you're making decisions on something working or not working just with what's in front of your face at that very moment. If you have a session that's up and down, whether you make money or not, you instantly decide that that's what that strategy is. Well, it's just not the way to test things. It's not the way to evaluate things. Leading with what's going on right in front of your face just for that very moment. Because you can't understand that what you're doing is building towards what comes next, right? The second part, the lag. There's a lag because things take time. And what that means is that if you're following the right routine and you have a bump in the road early on, you instantly are throwing it out. Now, I'm not telling you not to evaluate and make decisions, but the problem is the decision making itself is not based on reality. You're not basing it on what you're looking to achieve down the road. So when you guys say to me, or when I get these comments, well, if I'm only going for 4 or 5 units, how is that going to change my life if I'm only making $20, $25 on a session? Well, that is that leading mentality. That's not the way you're supposed to be looking at this. This is a game plan that we create and that you should be tweaking for yourself. What you're starting with, whether it's $5 base bets, $10 base bets, or dollar base bets on roulette, or even less, if something is working and it can be duplicated over and over again after you've evaluated it, why are you looking at the result today, whether it's good or bad, and not what this is going to bring for you, continuing to follow the plan and do it 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, 90 days later? That's what you need to be looking at. You're not going to be playing with $1 or $5 base bets. You're going to gradually be moving the base bets up so that the same 3, 4, 5 units you were making are now worth $50 per session. And then they're worth $150 per session. And then they're going to be worth $250 or $500 a session. You're only seeing the leading indicator, what's right in front of your face, but you're not taking the time to understand the journey, the lag, what's coming by following this routine and this game plan. That's what you need to be focused on, not what's happening in that exact moment when a system is not working properly and it's not synced up to what the results are at that moment. Pull yourself out of the individual moment. Do your testing based on, like we talk about in the course, a ton of demo sessions so that you can understand the good, the bad, and the ugly. So when you start playing, you already understand that, and psychologically, you're not holding on for every single decision. You're not having a heart attack over every single bet. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. The people that have followed us for the 2 years and put in the time and are still learning, and we're still making things better and better and better, they are the ones that keep grinding and making their business better. And those are the people that started with small bankrolls, and now their bankrolls are $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, and it's almost like clockwork being able to have sessions that make $200, $250, $400. They're not greedy, but they're systematic. They evaluate properly, and they're looking and detailing what they're seeing and analyzing it over periods of data to make those decisions better. So stop looking at the leading indicator, what that's in front of you right this moment and what's happening and the result, and start looking at it as a data set. All the data is giving you the answers and the evaluations to what you need to know to make accurate decisions on strategies and money management. What to put in your toolbox, what goes on the top tier strategies, what drops down, what moves out. And this constant data flux is what's helping you to make decisions for the future. And that's it. Leading indicators versus lag indicators. We're looking for the lag results. We're not looking for the result only on day one, simulation one, bet number one. Look at everything in a concrete, detailed manner. And that's what we're teaching. So with that being said, guys, I better get back to getting ready to start the grilling. If you have not purchased Casino Diversification Toolbox Module 1, the price is still at the introductory level through 4th of July weekend here. I would go ahead and do it as soon as possible. The new website launch is coming very soon. We're going to have to change lots of things at that point. We have lots of celebration stuff going on with that launch. You're going to get a lot of free stuff. So get in while you can now and start the journey with us and have a great 4th of July weekend.